don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's see what you got. 23 in the right. Oh, here we go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Hurts sacked.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
36-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The 41-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Buccaneers.
Fournette, a first down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes Dak a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To Evans on the slant. 20, He's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
On the play. And it's third down.
To throw is Gutierrez on third down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To Justin Watson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. Gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Their own 9-yard.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on 2nd down, Gutierrez. He'll find Miller. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And taken at the 46. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So possession goes. Over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Gutierrez. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off-play action. Gutierrez airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fournette. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
Airing this one out for Evans. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Avonte Maddox, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 29-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
First down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Tampa Bay.
Back to throw. Gutierrez. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Fournette running out of the gun. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And here's Gutierrez on 3rd and 2. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Gutierrez. He's got Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Gutierrez to throw on 2nd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Watkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
40-yard line.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Gutierrez on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 33. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 33 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Push him back. Push him back.
But first down, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
37. Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
The 18-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. He's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 74 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Gutierrez now looking to throw on 2nd down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Gutierrez. To throw on third down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steven Hauschka on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Second and
here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Dallas Goedert. That's good for an Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Melvin Ingram. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Brought down by Nate Gary. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is fielded at the 27. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Fournette. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. A big run by the big man Fournette, and even 50 yards on the ground.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gutierrez. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Intended for down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And we've got a timeout.
Dallas.
9 seconds remaining.
Good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past